Welcome everybody. It's Tuesday and it's another day in the woods, and we are going into the woods today. Not a big job, but we're going into the woods for sure. I don't mulch a whole lot of lots like this with a bunch of big hardwoods in it. I do them a few occasionally, but we are up near Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina. It's a big lake up in North Carolina. It's about an hour-ish from where I'm at, over near Myrtle Beach, so not too far. Looked at this job a few weeks ago. I was actually, I did it on my way back from Raleigh when I was visiting my parents. So I just kind of swung through here, looked at it, and then finally gotten over here. Had that big storm come through over the week. Well, it wasn't a big storm, but we had that tropical storm kind of come up out of nowhere, dump a bunch of rain. Luckily, it hasn't affected this lot too bad. I think it's mostly high ground, though we got a few ditches and canals. So let's take a look at what we got, and we'll get started. All right, I walked down here. This is the right side property line. He's already got that marked clear as day. The surveyor already went through there and marked everything for me, so good job to the surveyor. Appreciate that. So got this lot right here. He just wants me to underbrush it out so they can come back in here and clear the bigger trees. I think he wants to put a shop or something in here. It's like right at half an acre, like 0.6 of an acre, so it's not huge. Mostly it's just a bunch of this brushy stuff, a few bigger trees we got to work around, but nothing too crazy. I think I was looking before, I could actually see the property corner back there when I was looking. The last time I was here, I could see it back there, but the whole back side and the corner back there is all marked. I think the right side property line or the left side property line is this ditch right here. I think that's right. So we got this ditch, and luckily when I came here to look at this, they hadn't put that entrance in, but he had the state or the county or whoever, they came out and put the entrance in for him. So that was awesome. So yeah, I think that's the property stake right there. Yep. So this right here is the property line. There's another corner back there too. So this is what we got to do. I'll try to get as much of this stuff in the front as I can and around this ditch. I mean, this, when I came here and looked at this, this was dry. There wasn't a drop of water in it. You could walk right through it. Now it's 4 feet deep, but that be as it may, we'll get her done. So got the 120 out here, got the skid steer with the TMC Cancela. I got the TWF 180 on it, and the teeth were getting pretty worn down, so I had 24 teeth, so I went ahead and replaced the middle teeth here. It's got 44 teeth on it. 8 of them are these carbides on the ends. I've replaced some of the ones on the ends with these carbides. And so what you have to do if you want to do the middle teeth, you just have to measure off the teeth here and count them, because they correspond on each side. So that one would be on the other side on this side. So and as long as you center them up, you're good to go. So as always, if you guys like what you see with this awesome TMC Cancela equipment, you can always call my friends over at CC Equipment. They are a full line dealer of all this awesome TMC Cancela equipment. We got stuff for skid steers, any size excavator, mini skids, PTO tractors. If you've got something that'll run a mulcher, we got a mulcher for it. So give them a call. There's a link and a phone number in the description below, and you can use the promo code IDIGIT and they'll hook you up. So we'll start working our way into this lot. I mean, it's thick, but not unwalkable. So not the worst I've ever mulched, so not very big either. So I think we can get this knocked out today. Let's get started. watching me for a little bit. He just left. But he's super happy with everything so far. Once I get done in here, whoever comes in here to clear this lot won't have a ton of trees to take down. They'll have a good bit, but nothing too crazy. But man, there's some big trees in here. There's a couple of big ones in here though. There's one over to my right that's massive. We got a little poplar here we're gonna take down. Boom. Go back up, let that top come on down, and it's coming down right on top of me because of the vines. The vines have been awful in here, man. Ay, ay, ay. But these new teeth, oh my gosh. New teeth, new mulcher, man. Shredding this stuff. Oh, come on, get off. All right, let me move this mess. Oh, we got a mess. Look at the grapevine. Grapevines, all kinds of vines. Not much wisteria in here, thank goodness, but all kinds of other vines, grapevines, and whatever kind of vines they are. That's the only two I really know are the grapevines and wisteria. There was a poplar tree. Man, this mulcher just, you put new teeth on this thing and it just shreds. Shreds. So glad I put new teeth on for this. I had a feeling that it was very unlikely I was going to hit any metal or trash in here. Didn't look like anybody had ever been in here or really anything at any time. But I've been surprised before. So far so good. I did find a metal pipe up there by the road. Got an old metal sewer pipe or something, water line, or I don't know. And outside of that, other just a couple of plastic bottles that probably came out of that creek over there to my, on the left side when it flooded. Shredding it, baby. Shredding it. GoPro. We'll start working in. This is all little stuff. I mean, it's kind of viney, but it's mostly pretty small. We'll get through all that and see if we can get some of those other bigger trees down on the back side. right, everybody, that is the job. If I'm talking a little loud, I still got my earplugs in. I gotta walk down to the truck and get the blower and get this bad boy cleaned up and cleaned off. But yeah, that's the job. Owner's been by here a couple times since I got started, and last time he stopped by, the only thing I had left to do was the front, and the front actually turned out better than what I expected. I wasn't able to get every little thing like I would have been able if I had the Mini, but I got most of it, the vast majority of it, so I can't complain with that. This side over here turned out a little better, so can't complain with that. Looks good. I pretty much took down everything in here I could get down. The only thing, there's only maybe like 2 trees in the very back that I probably could have gotten down that I didn't take. The only reason was they were right on the property line, and if I pushed them, they're going into someone else's property, and they were kind of big, and I wasn't sure if they got stuck up in there that I would be able to pull them out. So there was no way to get back around them from this side and push them into this side of the lot, and if I pancaked them, I was worried the tops would go into the woods, and that creates a whole nother problem. So it was like 2 of them, 2 poplars back there, but everything else, if I could get it down, it went down. As long as I felt safe dropping it, it went down. And yeah, so he's gonna have somebody come in here and take down these bigger trees. I mean, which for a lot this size, considering how overgrown it was, there's not a lot, maybe 2 dozen ish. There's probably, yeah, maybe 3 dozen. Somewhere between 24 and 36 trees in here, something like that. Depending on how many of those he wants to take out along the edge of the creek. You know, might want to leave those big pines over there. I don't know if they're necessary to take down. That's a gargantuan oak right there. I don't know. I tried to look up in there. I think it's a willow oak. Yeah, it's a willow oak. That is a massive willow oak right there. That son of a gun's huge. Some pretty decent sized pines in here as well. And there was yeah, that's a big, that's either a red oak or a white oak. I'm not sure exactly which, but it's some type of, it's a red or a white oak, I'm not sure. Another big willow oak over there that's got a split in it at the front. So some big hardwoods in here. A couple other big trees in here. So yep, someone's got their work cut out for them in here, taking down these big trees and whatever they're going to do with them. But they're really straight. I mean, somebody could mill that into some nice wood right there. That's a millable tree. So a lot of these and that oak right there, that's millable. That's millable. I mean, there's some good millable wood in here. There's another oak down there that's nice and straight. There's some good wood in here, especially for the hardwoods. And some of those pines aren't too bad either. So yeah, this was nice. This turned out nice. Very good. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will check you guys on the next one. I'm gonna wrap this bad boy up. TMC did a great job in here today. Couldn't be happier. New teeth, smoked it. So get her cleaned up, loaded up. I'm out of here. See you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.